How long have you had that guitar now?
I don't know, about 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
5, 6 years.
Is that the combination of everything you've always wanted in a guitar, or just?
Yeah, I would say so. Um, it's it's I wanted something to take on the road that was tough, um, really well made. Like a real something that wasn't just going to get beat up
Is this?
and stuff fall off of it. Like,
This might be able to work. Sorry, Kirk. What's your heat? Let's turn it into a right little music stuff. Is there any space there? You can push over a wee bit.
Is that Adam's bloke?
Yes. Yes, you.
He's a lead supporter. Don't talk to him, yeah? Sorry.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted, like, the guitar I've used throughout my career since 1980, well, actually 1981, 1982. There's a Gretsch 6120, 1961, but there comes a time when the binding falls off, and I've replaced the, what you call it, the pickup surrounds are replaced about 4 times. There comes a time, and I wanted to improve what I believe is I wanted to improve upon it with something that was like an individual sound. I really wanted an individual sound. I didn't want just a standard TV Jones classic pickup sound in a semi-acoustic. So I found these. Well, it's actually made by TV Jones. The irony. It's a Paul Yandel pickup. They call it the Duotron, which I don't believe they use in any of their models today. Someone will probably tell me I'm completely wrong when they do. Fine, but yeah, and it's got that kind of punchy, a bit of a punchy P90 sound to it, and a lot of power and a lot of oomph. A lot of bottom end kick. Which is why I use semis. They've always got like a bottom end kick, Although I do love tellies. I've got a couple of tellies,
Everybody does. It's kind of the go-to, isn't it?
It just never lets you down. The strings go through the body, go over the bridge, go over the nut, go on the tuner. That's it. End of story. It's none more technical.
So you had to go and pick something complicated.
Well, it's
If
got
we're going to bring something into battle, let's make it complicated.
Okay, all right. Okay. I set myself up there, didn't I, really? Yeah.
All right, you want some stupid questions?
Yeah, sure.
I'll start with some non-music related questions.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Beer or wine?
What?
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Beer? What's your beer?
With my beer?
No, what beer?
I like German Pilsner. I also like Danish beers. I like the old time Danish beers, like the 47. I like that very much. And of course, if I walk into a bar, the first thing I ask for is Guinness. Irish.
Steak or fish?
Fish.
Fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like your fish?
Stone cold dead, and prawn, shrimp as you call it, shrimp, crab, lobster, scallop, then any kind of fish after that.
Basic seafood.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Raw cooked, anything.
Anything.
Very good. Favorite cuss word?
Favorite password?
Cuss word.
Cuss word?
Yeah. You have to have a go-to when you're mad at somebody.
It's an old English word. It's one of the 2,500 original English words. C-U-N-S.
See you next Tuesday.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine as well.
Might as well.
First album.
Cool. First album.
Now we're dating ourselves, aren't we?
First time when I was a boy. John Mayall's Blues Breakers.
Okay.
I think it was.
First concert. First concert.
Don't know, some local thing.
Okay. First instrument.
Guitar.
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I do. It was a Michigan F-Hold acoustic, which they stole from me in about 94, 97, somewhere around there.
Heartbreaking.
My mum bought it for me when I was 12. She had some money from the government for my brother when he was being born, and it's my birthday, and she bought me a guitar for, it was £22, and she knocked it down to 18.
I think you have it in your hand based off of our conversation before I was recording, but favorite bit of kit?
Favorite bit of kit? I love this guitar. I've also got a Marshall Blues Breaker at home, and it's a purple one. Don't ask me, I didn't particularly want a purple one. I wanted a black one, but it was in the shop at £800. It turns out they only
Are we
made
talking Prince purple? Are we talking eggplant purple?
Jimi Hendrix purple.
You can't go wrong with that.
Marshall call their purple Hendrix purple. That's what they call it.
Okay.
So I didn't know that until a couple of years ago. But when I met one of the guys from the factory, yeah, that's Hendrix purple. Oh, okay. And yeah, I love that Blues Breaker. It's real guts.
Do you know that the famous guitar he set on fire, he gave that to Frank Zappa?
Did he?
Yep, and Zappa's son, Dweezil, still has
He's
it.
got it. Okay.
Yep.
How cool. How very cool.
Favorite venue?
Favorite venue, man.
I'm sure you've played one or two.
I've played a few. That's impossible to say.
Yeah.
I suppose Glasgow Barrowlands. That's probably the favourite. It's like 2,400 screaming Scotsmen, you know, women, whatever, just going mental. I mean, it's just one of them electric gigs. You go there and you walk on stage. There's all these people going, yeah, shouting at me, shaking their fists, going mental. And I was just
yelling
thinking,
something in Glaswegian that you can't understand.
Exactly. And I said to the security guy, I said, I mean, what is it? I mean, they're going to kill us here? He goes, no, they love you. That's their appreciation.
Favorite city?
Favorite city? I love York. It's a beautiful place. Edinburgh in Scotland. Fairy tale city.
Love Edinburgh. Half of the charm of it's the people.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Yeah, and it's a great music town as well.
Oh,
lot of great, you know, alternative bands that come out of Edinburgh or
Glasgow,
the surrounding area as well.
I mean, they're really close together, you know. By
Yeah.
American standards, they're virtually merged.
Right.
You know, I mean, they're so close.
Yeah, I think it's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An hour, yeah.
Craziest touring story. That you're willing to say.
Okay, I'll tell you really. One night we were in Germany, and the road crew, one of the guys was a real pyrotechnics guy, and another guy was an ex-army guy, and they decided to let off fireworks in the bar. Well, that didn't go down well, and we got billed for £5,000. They then, after they put the fires out, they then decided they were going to throw a TV out of the second floor, and just, you know, as you do, you know, you've got nothing better to do.
Do they think they're Keith Moon?
Everybody does this. It's a rite of passage. And so So they opened the window, got the TV set and threw it out. And then someone said, it didn't smash. Well, go get it. So they went down and they got it. They brought it out, goes, plug it in, see if it works. Plugged it in, the damn thing worked. No, first floor, not second floor. Sorry, first floor. Still, it's not expected to work.
No. But we're coming towards an end of a tour now, right?
No, it's just the beginning.
It's just beginning.
Yeah, we're a week in. This goes on. We fly home on October the 17th or 18th.
Okay.
It's a long old tour.
Anything you're looking forward to while you're here in the States?
Yeah, I mean, I've got some friends in Philly. I'm just, I'm enjoying every day here. It's so different from Europe. It's you're kind of struck by this difference, I suppose you'd call it. I don't know. I like Texas. Last time I was in Texas, I really enjoyed that. That was great. We went to the Alamo. That was brilliant. Actually, I've been to the Alamo twice. I loved that. That was fantastic. It's so big, so vast, this country. I mean, I know everybody says it, but it is.
It is.
It's just enormous. Drive for 5 hours in some other reality. I'm, looking forward to the West Coast too. I like it over there. I've also got friends in LA. I've probably got more friends in LA than anywhere else.
Well, it's kind of a rock and roll town.
Yeah. Really old friend of mine's in the film industry over there. I like that sort of driving up. It's Highway number 1 or
Pacific Coast Highway.
Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Pacific is cold. It's a cold ocean.
Yeah.
It's colder than the Atlantic, or.
Oh yeah, much colder than the Atlantic. We've got looks like we've got people waiting outside 2 hours before the show even starts.
I used to have that years ago. I don't know why I've got Neil Young's tunes on my brain today.
Well, it's not a bad person to have stuck in your head, is he?
Some of them a lot of them albums are fantastic. Not just After the Gold Rush and Harvest and whatever. There's amazing tunes.
Driving down the road, if just on a normal day, driving down the road, what would we expect to hear on your car stereo?
That's yours, mate.
Thank you. On the stereo where? In America?
Yeah, no, just anywhere. Driving down the road, what are you listening to?
What I would listen to, I'd listen to. I listen to a lot of funny stuff nowadays. My girlfriend is she's a medieval scholar, and she can speak Old French. She can also speak Arabic. She can sing in Old French. She can sing in Arabic. I mean, she's incredible. She's doing a PhD right now, and she's amazing. And she plays a dulcimer.
Okay.
And the violin, and sings, and a vielle, like an old instrument. And it's really interesting what she does. It's like, when I first heard her do it, I just thought, what the fuck? I mean, what is this about? This is just, And then I realised how brilliant it was.
The dulcimer is a beautiful sound. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Magical sound.
Yeah.
And
what do they call it? They call it a hammered dulcimer. That's what they call it.
Yeah, it's like a triangle.
Right.
As wide as that table.
Like part guitar, part piano.
It's piano wire on it. It's got 3
But it's a string instrument.
Yeah, it's piano wire stretched across. You know,
Well, technically, a piano is a string instrument as well.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Absolutely.
I had to correct myself because I know if I don't, when I post this, someone's gonna correct me. So I have to tell them now.
Her name is Kate Arnold. There's loads of, well, not loads of stuff. There's stuff online. You can find her if you want.
Does she have a YouTube channel, or where does she post stuff?
Yeah, just go on YouTube and get Kate Arnold. Put in Kate Arnold, and you'll see her. She's got black hair, and you'll see her playing a dulcimer.
What I'll wind up doing is when I post the video of us talking, I'll put a link to her as well. So then people don't need to go and look for it because it'll just be there.
Yeah, there's one at she did in a church, St. Bart's in London, and it's I don't know what it is, about 5 minutes of music or something. It's amazing. That's the first thing I heard of hers, and I just what is this? I was absolutely knocked out. I was just okay. Yeah, she's very cool, very, very clever woman, much cleverer than I could ever be.
It usually works out that way. For some reason, luckily, beautiful women are attracted to
dumb
guys. So you and I seem to both have benefited from that.
I often say, why are you hanging out with some burnt out rock and roller like me? It's a guy who should be dead. Actually, I have been dead, but
that's right.
Another story.
Yeah, you mentioned you had a heart attack not too long ago.
27th of May. Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel all right. I mean, I'm not 100%. I mean, I wouldn't give myself 90%. I probably wouldn't give myself 80%. I probably wouldn't even give myself 70%. But I feel okay. But I just wanted to rejoin the human race, go do what I've always done, go play music. So I could sit at home and twiddle my fingers, or.
That's probably the quickest way to die, though, isn't it?
Probably, but this is cool because I'm not. When I do my own shows, it's like an hour 15, hour 30, hour 35. Tonight, all I'm doing is 40 minutes. We're opening the show up, so we're doing 40 minutes off. So I'm not out there killing myself. Do you know what I mean?
So are you touring as a full band now, or what is?
It's unfortunately my guitar player, his mum's. He's got to stay home and look after his mum. She's a very old lady, and he's got to take care of her. So he couldn't make it. So it's just me on guitar.
Okay. So 3-piece now, or?
No, it's 4. We got Clive. That's Clive.
Hello, Clive.
Hi.
Wait, hold on.
And
hello, Clive.
Hi.
There you go.
Clive plays sax, and me on guitar. Stanley on bass, and we've got Robin, a really old friend of mine, Robin Goodridge on drums. Up until recently, Robin's played with Bush. He's the Bush drummer.
Okay.
Plays with Bush, yeah, Robin. And he's just a really old friend. I said, what are you doing? Not much. Do you want to go on tour? Yeah. And that's it. Simple as that.
I heard him.
With all the irony that goes with it,
I heard him banging away at Soundcheck. I didn't realize he had played with Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to the show tonight.
He's a great drummer. He's a great guy. He's a real fun guy. Really good guy. Yeah. So it's just the 4 of us, and I'm coping with just being the only guitar player, just about, says he. I have to think about it all the time, whereas when I've got a gunslinger guitar player behind me, I don't have to think about it. But for what we're doing here, I have to think about it. so I have to sort of stay, click, 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 switched on.
Right.
Instead of goofing off and doing what I want.
Well, I imagine it's got to change the song structures a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've
because you just can't do both.
Yeah.
You can't do lead and rhythm. It's so you
impossible.
you've got to change the song a little
Mostly
bit.
just rhythm I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a tiny bit of lead guitar. I wouldn't call myself a lead guitar player. I play guitar, I write songs on a guitar. I wouldn't call myself some kind of master guitar player.
Well, my opinion, master guitar players typically don't play masterful music. They play very technically correct music, but it's typically not music I want to listen to.
Do you know who my favourite guitar player ever was? Paul Kossoff.
From
Free.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just the simplest guitar playing in the world. It's just the tone, the feeling, and the emotion. That's all he did. Yeah, I mean, you've got Craig Adams, obviously, and Wayne Hussey, who were the founder guys in the Sisters of Mercy.
Right.
I mean, that is the start of goth, as far as a lot of people are concerned. That's the start, and then straight after that, Wayne and Craig left and formed their own band, The Mission.
Right.
So, I feel that is pretty much the start of it myself. I mean, some people may argue about that, and maybe they're right. I don't know.
It's not an argument worth having, is it?
No, not really.
It's,
they come out of Leeds.
Right. In the timeline that has crossed since then, I mean, from the beginning to then, it's not really worth having a conversation, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Are you going to argue about the date the blues boom started? Was it 67 or was it 68?
Right.
Where does this argument start
right.
and end?
It's funny to hear, if you sit there in any of the online forums, where all of us that weren't there at the beginning go and argue about what it was like at the beginning, that we weren't there, but the argument is the beginning of goth is really like Screamin' Jay Hawkins. I mean, now you're going to an nth degree. So really, it's not a conversation worth having. There's artists that I really enjoy that make music that I really love, and rather just talk about fantastic music than talk about who did something first.
Yeah.
All right, so we got sound check going on now. So it's blowing out my mic, and I know you got to go up and try to do something. So I'm going to turn the recording off and tell you I can't wait to hear you today.
Thanks very much, man. Thanks. Great. Very cool.